Tonight we have on test drive the brand new Geely Starray 2025 model, full SUV, family SUV, amazing car, good price. It's in Europe, and for those of you that are on the market on a search for an SUV, family SUV with a good price and pretty great technology, this Geely Starray might be an option for you. Also, I have some separate video on my channel if you want to see the full review and the test drive. I have separate video, definitely check out those videos. In this video we will focus only on driving in the nighttime, on ambience in the nighttime, and of course we will see the light, the headlamps, and all the information about the lights, ambient light, you will find out in this video. Also, by the way, when you turn on the car you will see this super nice animation on the front, at least, which look pretty cool. And also when you turn it off, the same story, it will have a nice animation to kind of turn off the lights. On the rear basically is no animation, it's just turn on the lights in a simple way. So as you can see, when you unlock it, it will just basically turn on. Simple as that. Let's go inside because it's quite cold outside today. It comes with keyless entrance and all that technology. I explain a little bit more in the review video. When you go inside, also it's played this nice animation with high, and this is the way it looks in the nighttime here. I want to go inside because it's cold. Before we start driving, I will give you some technical data and then we will start driving. Let me put the seat belt. Also pretty comfortable, the seats, I really like them. Although the seats are made in ecological material, so this is not proper leather, it's like eco leather, so kind of a, I will say, artificial leather. I will open up also the panoramic glass roof, but before that we have to start the engine. What I notice also is the fact that this is a pure petrol engine, 1.5 liter, and every time you press the brake, you press the start stop engine button, the engine is starting just like that. Even outside are -2 degrees, you can see it's super cold, you start it directly. It's working really cool, and I like the fact that this engine, it's very silent, and also you barely feel any vibration inside. I really like it. Let me open this panoramic glass roof, which look lovely. Anyway guys, I have separate video where I explain you everything, multimedia, interior, material quality, technical data, exterior and stuff like that. Definitely check out those videos. And also I have a separate video where I drive the car and I will give you the feedback on the suspension, on how everything feel. So yeah, definitely check out those videos for more detail. In this video I want to enjoy with you guys and drive in the nighttime, so you can see also how the lights look like, how the headlamps outside in the nighttime look like. And this is the low beam, this is the high beam. So on both version, entry level or top of the range version, it will come with the same LED headlamps. They are not matrix, they are LED headlamps. They are super powerful, but they are not matrix LED headlamps, and you can also basically simple turn it on from here. So from my point of view, I think it's more than enough. Also it's a pretty bright white light, so yeah, it's more than enough for this price range. Ambient light here on the dash, we have those vertical lines, which it's super cool. When you turn on the heating, right, you can see you have a nice animation. When you turn down, like holder, it goes blue, and when you go to warmer, it goes blue and red. So super cool stuff, I really like that. Also with the music, it can kind of play when you play music. It's really nice, really interesting based on what you do, but you can also change the colors from here. So if you want to have it in blue, you will change it in blue. If you want this a blue brighter, or a green, or kind of a yellow, orange, red, and so on. But you can also basically switch it like that, like a theme color, and then you can switch between those colors in a super simple way. I like it, I definitely like it. Anyway, the car comes with a few different driving modes, I will show you in a second. We have the intelligent mode, we have eco mode, we have comfort mode and sport mode. But every time you change the driving mode, the lights didn't change. Maybe if you go here to the linkage, and if you link it, it's linked to the AC, but you can link it to the music. So if you play music now, the lights will play as well, but you cannot link it to the drive mode. So even when you change the driving mode, will stay the same. But when you play music, for example, basically I don't want to play music, but yeah, you can see right now the music it's playing. Because of the copyright I cannot show you that, but right now when it's playing music, you can see on the screen how those vertical lines are playing there. It's kind of a nice interesting graphic based on music, you know. So it's really interesting to see that. You can also turn it off, or you can leave it like that depending on you. I can also turn it off and then it will stay always just like that. So I will leave it like that for a moment. We will drive in eco mode, and also because we will drive in eco mode, I want to reset the consumption. We can do that from here, from mileage. If you hold this button on the left side, then you can reset it, so we can see at the end of this trip what kind of consumption we can get. But you can also reset this trip, yeah, just like that. Now it's perfect. So in the end we can see the numbers. Outside it's crazy cold, like -2 degrees, but it's windy, so that means it feels even colder. So let's drive. Also very important, what I want to show you guys is the reverse cameras, which in the nighttime most of the camera perform really bad. But this time, this one, I noticed that it's not bad at all. Even though we have this super big screen, 12.3 inch, it's very good. It's very visible. You have a little bit of noise on the screen, on the image, but compared with other cars, the image, it's really clear. You have this bird eye view here, you have those lines. It helps you really good to see the image, and I like that. I really like that. I think the cameras are very good. It's probably between the best 360 degrees system, not the best, but between the best. I think in top 5, top 10, top 7, something like that. It's good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Even when you drive forward, for example, let me deactivate this. You can see that even if you drive forward, it shows you those lines. It has active sensors on the front, on the rear. So yeah, it's worked pretty good. This is low beam, this is the high beam. So you can see right here the difference between those. Let me adjust a little bit the seats. Other than that, it's pretty light and simple and easy to drive, also in small spaces, even though it's a pretty big car, because the steering wheel is relatively assisted. I noticed that the steering wheel is also assisted in the sport mode. It's a little bit stiffer, but still quite assisted. So turning circle seems to be quite fine. So yeah, you can go around corners extremely easy. Yeah, more about that. I don't want to go in all these details too much, because we will talk about those anyway in the test drive video. But yeah, in this video I'm just want to focusing on lights, and that's why I want to go on a darker street. I have some dark streets around here, and I want to go there to show you how the lights are looking. So the light is pretty bright. You can see low beam, high beam. This is the difference between those. And also you can adjust the lights from down here. You see, you can put it down. Whoa, all the way down. Wow, it's incredible how low you can put it. And you can go all the way high. Whoa, you can see it. And then go down. Don't want to blind other people, and you can go all the way up. If you go all the way up, man, you have such a good visibility. Look at this, low beam, high beam. It's so bright. It's very bright. So I like it. I definitely like it. I think it's more than enough. This area here is perfect to test the lights, because you can see very clear how the interior look. You can see very clear how the high beam work, and we can also basically make an idea about the lights on the car. Now we can also turn around here. So we can turn around and we can check the turning circle as well. And yes, I have to go in reverse. And again, we can see these cameras in reverse. I like the fact that the engine, it's, as long as you don't push it harder, it's relatively smooth and nice. Also the gearbox, even though it has a little bit of delay, if you press the acceleration slowly, smoothly, nice, It gives you the power pretty quick, pretty good, pretty nice. So the car is not made to be extremely sporty. It's made to be comfortable and to be driving by day to day. Again, high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam, pretty good. Now we go on the street so we can enjoy a little bit driving around here. We will see also the consumption in the end of this trip. The version that I have with me is the 1.5 liter TGDI, the petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line, 174 horsepower with 7-speed automatic transmission, dual clutch wet. It's an engine that it's built by Geely. Geely, it's a Chinese company that own also Volvo, Polestar, Lynk & Co. Zeker is the premium brand of this Geely, and it's a well-established, one of the biggest car manufacturer in the world. Also, the car, this Starray, it's built on the same platform as Volvo XC40, C40, and that's basically share the platform with other cars in the group. So other pretty premium cars. So that says a lot about the quality of this car, and you will see when you drive the car, you will see that many parts from this car are shared with other models, like the stalks behind the steering wheel, like the brakes pads, like whatever. There are many things in the car that are shared with other cars. Now we can go also a little bit on the highway so you can see. We can also activate the Autopilot from here, from the steering wheel. Very simple. You set the speed and then the car will basically stay between the lanes, accelerate, brake, keep the distance, just like that. Look at this. It works pretty smooth, and I tested a little bit earlier and it works really good. I was quite impressed on how good this. It bothers you from time to time to have your hands and touch the steering wheel, but it works extremely well. It stays between the lanes perfectly. We'll have the hands here for the safety, but look at this, it works so good. Yeah, probably it's shared this technology with Volvo, with Polestar as well. So they are really good when it comes to those technologies. So probably they kind of share this tech together because it's extremely well. It's extremely good. We can also switch the colors if we want to have a different color here. We can switch to red or green or whatever color you like. You might like the blue was before, or maybe this green. But you can also turn it off if you don't like it. You can turn it completely off like that, and then you don't have any other color here. But you can also switch it between those different colors. The brakes feel also good. I really like the brakes there, the brakes pedal and the feedback to the brake, it's good. Steering wheel and the turning circle, it's also good. I like it. I feel like for such a big car it's perfect. The sound from the you see from this turning indicators. It's a little bit louder. Was nice to be a little bit, you know, like not so loud. That was nicer. But it's fine. I mean, comfort on the seats, it's great. Good visibility. You have good adjustments here. Also, the car comes with heated windshield, heated seats, heated steering wheel. It runs pretty smooth and silent. This is important for me. I mean, even if I have an internal combustion engine, I still want to run silent without too many vibrations, and this car do that very well. I think the red color in the nighttime is the most pleasant one. It helps your eyes not to be, you know, bothered too much. So I feel like red is the best. It's pretty nice ambient in the nighttime here. Of course, you can also dim down the screens if you don't want the screens to be so bright. You can dim it down a little bit. But overall, it runs quite smooth. Also, it comes with independent McPherson suspension on the front and multi-link on the rear. And you will notice that the suspensions are also pretty good. Not the best, but they're over the average. Probably from 1 to 10 I will give it a 7, let's say, something like that. So it's pretty good. Sound insulation kind of the same, from 1 to 10, probably a 7. It's not the best, not the worst, somewhere over the average. Comfort is although good. Comfort it's 8.5. I really like the seats, the position of driving, and the sounds coming from the engine to the cabin, and in general the vibrations. I will give it a 9.5. From 1 to 10, probably 9.5. It's very good. Transmission and the system, transmission engine together, it works quite good. It has sometimes a little bit of delay, but overall I think it's doing a great job. Running super smooth, super nice. As long as you don't push it too hard, the car will run extremely well. Let's check the suspensions here. You can see over those huge bumps, the car, you can feel a little bit stiffer, the suspension at some points. When the cars go over small bumps, it's doing lovely. But once you go over big bumps, you then start to feel a little bit stiffer. But you can see those little bumps. Look at this. It's doing perfect. But big bumps, then you start to feel the difference. I think it's made also in big bumps on all the cars. There is the place where you should test and see how good they are. but in general I would say it's just fine, man. I mean, yeah, for the price that they offer this car, it's more than fine. And I was surprised on how good the autopilot it is on this car, probably because they share the technology, of course, with Volvo and Polestar, and Volvo and Polestar in general have extremely good autopilot systems, and that's why probably this Starray have the same. But it's running extremely nice, extremely smooth. For me, the car it's running lovely. As long as you don't push it super hard, it's lovely to drive, pretty smooth. Switch again the colors. And if we link it back to the music, let me show you. Now you can see there in the front how the ambient light it's just playing. I will also leave in the description of the video all the technical data and the most important information about the car, so yeah, definitely check them out if you want to find out more about the car. Check out also the other videos, review and test drive, and also check out the description of this video where you find all the data and all the technical data, the most important information about it. So yeah, definitely check it out. Now let me park around here. What I notice is the fact that in order to go from reverse in drive, you have to go 2 times, you know, press the brake and 2 times from the stalk. Something that sometimes is confusing compared with other cars. What I love about the car are those, you see, I put it on 1 time. In other cars you just put it, it goes from one to another, you feel it. So here you have to check twice in order to, but I think you can get used with it. I'm not used with it because I'm used that every time you go from front in the back, from rear in the front to go in reverse or in drive. But here you have to do it 2 times because first time is neutral and then you go in reverse or in drive. So yeah. But I love the bird eye view camera, because you can see I can park perfectly on the side here. I definitely can park extremely easy, and I like the fact that it has those big screens, because these big screens help you extremely well to park the car. And then you just put it in park like that, and that's it, we are in park. And then you can check out the surroundings if you park it well. So you can see all the time I park almost perfectly with those cameras. You know, there are some cars, and I can give you an example, Porsche, even the new Porsche Cayenne and so on. I don't know, they are so confusing, those cameras, they are so wide. I can park it so well, and some cars have 360-degree camera, but you cannot understand it, you cannot park it so well. But this one, it's made so well, even though I don't think it's the best, but it's so well. What's the purpose? To park as fast, as easy, as understandable as possible. And this Geely Starray do that in a perfect way. So for me, it's a pretty good system, that's for sure. For me, look at this, and you can see also all the cameras. I like it. Now let me see the consumption here on the left side. Trip 8.7 liters in this cold from outside today. 8.7, yeah. That was the consumption. In general, that was the video. I hope you get some useful information from here. Let me turn on the lights so you can see me a little bit better. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't miss out the test drive, the full review, and yeah, from there you get more information. Technical data will be in the description of this video. From my point of view, pretty nice, pretty pleasant to drive at. Nice ambient inside this Starray. They did a pretty good job with the car in general. And if I recommend the car, at least go and test drive it, go and see it, because you might like it and probably be one of the most affordable SUVs in this class with this kind of technology and quality. That was the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.